Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Myrtle Beach Speedway in South Carolina. Here tonight, it is the Team 53 100 from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's Thursday night. That means it is the Checker Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series here for Red Light Racing. It's been a barn burner all season here on Thursday nights. It's, well, some of the best racing we've seen in some time. It is week number 14 here tonight, and we are here at Myrtle Beach. Where does that mean we've been? Well, we've been to the Richmond Raceway, where Michael Trevarthen's picked up a win. Dave Bragg picked up a first career win back at New Smyrna. Lanier, it was Eric Stout. Hickory, Eric Stout. Then it was Rex Oil going to Victory Lane at Nashville Fairgrounds with, well, A.J. Hamill picking up a win back at L.A. Coliseum. Stafford went back to Eric Stout. Michael Trevarthen won in his home state of Florida at USA. Then he picked up another win at New Hampshire. Cudman picked up his first career win at Thompson, and then it was Stout going back to Victory Lane at Concord. Then it's been Brian Bianchi back-to-back at Nashville Fairgrounds Mini, along with Kern County. Now we're here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway with just 3 races left if you count tonight, and the points deficit between Bianchi, Bragg, and Stout, 39 points between those top 3 drivers. So tonight here at the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Team 53 100 will be a crucial race here to set up the final 2 races of the season. What do you say? It's time to get that starting lineup here tonight. Starting lineup brought to us by our friends at Team 53. Team 53 providing all the coaching needs here for Red Light Racing, along with the setups that you see these drivers racing up underneath their cars. Team 53 will help you become a better racer. Just head on over and contact them, and, well, hopefully we'll see you out on the track courtesy of getting those experiences from Team 53. Starting on the front row, it'll be car number 12, though, of Eric Stout. He'll snag the pole. Dave Bragg to his outside, car number 31. It'll be Arnold Valls in car number 51, starting back into P number 3, with Kundman in car number 88 will start in 4th. 5th tonight will be Brian Bianchi in the number 14 MA, with Rob Higgins, the Cowboy, in car number 40 will start 6th. How about Aiden Helvecchio here tonight? He said he wasn't going to get a clean lap in qualifying. He'll qualify up into the 7th starting spot. Then it will be Victor Valls in car number 53. He'll start 8th with, how about the old granny hips, the number 13 MA. Joshua Buckley will roll from the 9th starting spot here tonight. 10th will be Kyle Johnson. 11th here tonight will be TJ Henson, car number 62. And how about the Beefy Motorsports, the Feeney Call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Last row here tonight, starting reach for the top, number 70. It will be Steve McCormick. Bob Higgins in car number, oh, that's car number 30. Almost called him car number 40, though. That's Rob, but Bob's in car number 30. It's the Checkered Flag Auto Supply 20-year anniversary. That's your starting lineup here, brought to us tonight by our friends over at Team 53 and the Team 53 100 here from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. Myrtle Beach, a tricky track. You see right here as the cars come out here onto the raceway. Look, there's some turtles down there. You don't want to hit the turtles if you can avoid them, because that could upset your oil pan, upset some of the steering components with these cars here. So you want to stay away from them if you can. "14 drivers make the call here all the way to the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'll see which one of these drivers can tame this track. This track was in existence for many years here at Myrtle Beach. Unfortunately, it has been bulldozed. Last time I saw a picture of the Myrtle Beach Speedway, the only thing that was left was right there at the flag stand where it says Myrtle Beach Speedway. Other than that, it has been bulldozed and tore up. Ready to go this time, though. Stout Bragg on the front row. 100 laps the distance is what we have the set distance here tonight. And waiting for the green flag, a long wait here tonight, but now it is up and we are racing here at Myrtle Beach. Great start there by the 12 of Stout. It'll put Vals and Bragg side by side for second momentarily. Arnold Vals has it. Dave Bragg just funnels back in the line. Brian Bianchi and Goodman back there. Sideways. One going to the inside. Caution lights. Oh, no. Say it ain't so, Batman. Aiden Alvecchione has gone around in the 271. There you see the youngster out of South Carolina going back up to speed. Caution flag will fly on the first lap of the evening out of turn number 4. Aiden Alvecchione, a solo car spin. This is how it looks. Watch 271 right there. He comes back under power and whew. As a 53 of Victor Vals, I made the move there to go down to the inside to stay out of the quarter panel there on the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. So just a solo spin there for Aiden. He'll hurt the tires on the 271, but hey, no harm, no real foul other than having to go to the back of the field here. It's going to be a long night now. He's going to have to come back through the field. He'll have to restart into the 14th position here. 14 drivers do make the call, all of them to the starting lineup here tonight, so all 14 drivers are out there onto the speedway. There you see the 51 of Arnold Vals. Currently running into that second position. Arnold's missed a couple races this season, competing in his 11th race of the season. He's picked up 2 top 5s here, though, in the first half of the season. 6 top 10s total. Here's the interesting stat that I did find, though. Only 1 lap led for the driver of car number 51. Just thought that was an interesting stat. Only 1 lap led. Seems like the 51, we've seen him have speed all year long. Has been able to lead many laps out front. Pace car back down to the safety of pit road. Let's see if we can turn them loose. It'll be 5 laps officially completed here tonight when we get that green flag. Green flag up. A great start by the front row. Arnold Vals was able to use the inside on the initial start here tonight to pick up the second spot. Oh, and he'll tag the wall down the back straight away. Arnold got into the wall. Now is he going to be able to get down to the bottom? Because here's Dave Bragg. Eric Stout needs the first lap. Bragg going to take the position. One car sliding down into the corner and around. Rob Higgins goes. The old cowboy must have fell off the bunking Bronco. Because around goes Mr. Higgins. Higgins was running at the time into the 6th position. Just lost it on entry. You saw the rear end kick out from underneath him. Right there, he was already sideways entering the corner. Right on board with the checker flag, on board camera. So he'll have a little damage on the number 40 of Higgins. He'll have to go to pit road. It does look like he is actually down there. Yes, he is. Car number 40 is sitting on pit road. These drivers do not have a quick repair here tonight, so if they do get in an accident, they either have to deal with it out there onto the speedway or come down to pit road. And you see Higgins is down on pit road. He's going to come back out here before the iRacing.com pace car gets to the end of pit road there, so he can stay on the lead lap here. Don't want to lose a lap early in this one. I mean, you have the whole race to do it, but why put yourself behind the 8 ball that far here early on? The lights are still on. We are working the second caution flag of the evening here tonight in the Team 53 100 here from the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Team 53, you see the logo on car number 12 there of Eric Stout. Stout partnering up with Team 53 not too long ago, and Justin Laxton getting some coaching advice, getting some setups from him, and then bringing Justin over here to help coach some of these drivers here on a Thursday night. Team 53 prepares all the setups here for Thursday evenings and also gives them a tutorial of how to drive the Speedway. Pace car is in, so we're ready. 11 laps to be completed at the drop of that green flag. Top 3 right back to where they started here tonight, but it's been all the battle for the second position all evening long. Bragg now back to the outside, originally where he was. Side by side there through turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 14 MA, and that is Brian Bianchi in the Gold Peppers Bakery Cafe. Trying to switch that position there with the switch tire Jiffy Lube entry of Dave Bragg. And he's down to the inside. The inside is always the preferred lane around. You see the run that Bianchi got off the center of turns 1 and 2. He'll now power into 3. He'll take the spot. Maybe a crossover attempt coming here. Here comes Dave Bragg. A great move out of turn number 4. He'll pull back to the inside, down to turn 1. Now Bianchi goes up the speedway, gives the 31 the position. A little contact behind him. That is Victor Valls and Alan Kunbin. Kunbin to the outside there in the Flow Racing number 88. They're able to settle it off. One car back there having a little bit of transponder issue. That's going to be the number 70 of Steve McCormick. We'll continue to watch McCormick's issues back there. Victor Valls getting very close to that inside wall through 3 and 4. We talked about the turtles down on 1 and 2 and how you don't want to hit them. Well, there's a pesky wall down to the inside, and these drivers got to get very close to it, get all they can, because that's where the grip is in 3 and 4. Kyle Johnson back there in the 0-2 entry was taking a peek to the inside there of Brandon Feeney, but didn't have anything really lined up good to go. So just falling back in line. Leave the outside lane, the all pink car. I don't believe we've seen that paint scheme on TJ Henson's car before, but it is all pink here tonight for TJ Henson. Goodies, headache, pain relief. A little sideways for McCormick. Another one was sideways up ahead of him. Oh, one's going for a slide at 1 and 2. One went for the slide there in 1 and 2. And it was the number 2 of Kyle Johnson. And you can see big time damage for the 0-2. Backed it into the outside retaining wall. The whole rear section is pushed in, and we're missing a cover on the rear bumper cover. The spoiler is missing on that car also. Watch it back. Watch that purple car to the outside here. Just went down into the corner and around she snapped. I believe the boys used to call that back in the day a self-yeet. Off the limiter, you can hear him off the gas, and then as soon as he kind of gave it a little bit of a burp, it kind of just snapped around on him. Then he hammered back in to try and keep it out of the outside wall. Unfortunately, a little too late there for Kyle Johnson. So our third caution flag here flying on lap number 20 for Kyle Johnson. No drivers coming to pit road there. Everybody have, looks like, yeah, they have. Everybody did stay out. So as everybody stays out here, and we continue to pace here, taking a look. The biggest mover has been Brandon Feeney. Feeney's been able to pick off 5 positions here early in this one already. Worked himself there. You see the inside track, Liquid Molly. Entry. The Feeney call, number 38, Brandon Feeney. Car looking awfully blue in there. Lights being extinguished this time by on the iRacing.com pace car. Kyle Johnson, I'm surprised, staying out here with the 0-2. You can see the damage there as he goes down into 1. Fuel cell pretty much exposed on the 0-2 entry. We'll see if he can make it work. Pace car in, we're dropped the green flag this time by. It'll be 24 out of the 100 lap schedule. Eric Stout, Arnold Vowles to the front row. Then it's going to be Dave Bragg, Brian Bianchi, Kuhnman, and Victor Vowles. Eric Stout left the door open a little bit that time down in turn 1 on that restart. The number 12 did not hook the bottom side. Victor able to hold, Arnold able to hold serve there as Victor tried to make the pass to the inside back there on number 14 of Brian Bianchi. Looks like Steve McCormick having some problems off turn 4 last time through. Kept it going, though. Eric Stout still stuck in this battle here with Arnold. Arnold just not going away, and now he's going to bring Dave Bragg back into the picture. Here comes the 31 of Dave Bragg. Bragg will take the second spot back from Arnold. They've swapped that back and forth numerous times. Here comes the old Victor machine, the double V. You see the Jiffy Lube switch tire, number 53. There is Victor Vowles. No contact there from the 88 of Goodman to the number 14 MA of Brian Bianchi. Remember, Brian Bianchi holding the top spot of the points championship. Caution flag is being displayed for the number 62. That'll be TJ Henson going around here. Fourth caution flag of the evening here on lap number 29 here from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. And this is what it looks like for TJ Henson. And another one of those self-yeets. He didn't hit anything, but locked it up, went down to the inside. So he did get it fired back up and rolling here. These drivers do have a set of tires down on pit road. When is the right time to use a set of tires is the question. You only get one. Do you put them on early and charge through the field, or do you put them on late and hope everybody else has used up their stuff where you can just drive around them? Something these drivers are going to have to strategize and think about. Right now, I can tell you there's only one driver that was down on pit road, and it was Rob Higgins. That was back on lap number 8 after he took his spin. So car number 40 has been to pit road here this evening. There you see Higgins in the black and orange, number 40. Checkered flag, auto supply, Higgins Hill Racing, Busch Light entry. So as we talked about Brandon Feeney being the biggest mover of the race, the driver that has lost the most spots, well, there's 3 of them, and they're all tied. And, well, 3s are wild. 9th place runner Rob Higgins has dropped 3 spots. Aidan Vecchione, after his slide, he has dropped 3 spots. And TJ Henson now, who's running back into the final position here tonight, he has also dropped 3 spots. We'll see if they can climb their way back through the field also here. But it's been all Eric Stout here so far. A little bit of a caution-filled early portions of this race. But Eric Stout says, well, this is why I practice. I practice for these kinds of situations. And he is your race leader. So Stout, Bragg, Vals, Bianchi is how they're going to line them back up here. Be 33 laps officially completed here from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. The pace car is in. We're ready to come back into the restart zone. Green flag back up, and another great start for Stout. Arnold and Dave still side by side. I'm just gonna put the camera on them there, Mr. Cameraman. And oh no, Dave Bragg gonna get turned. Kyle Johnson coming in there very late and hard. But Dave Bragg getting turned around. I didn't quite catch the car number that was into the back of the number 31 for Bragg. But guess what? We're going to see it right here. Uh-oh, Victor driving it in a little hard down in 3. Gives the 31 a boop and a bop. And then a big bang slam there from the 0-2 of Kyle Johnson. Right on board, the checkered flag on display, on board camera with Dave Bragg. Not a fun feeling, not a fun sight if that's you behind the wheel of the 31. Dave Bragg down on pit road. You see very heavy damage to the Jiffy Lube number 31 of Bragg. We're going to see if he's going to be able to drop the jack and get it back out there. Looks like he's going to be able to carry on. So carrying on his wayward son. As the field comes by the stand here. So now it's going to seem a little different towards the front of the field. You got Eric Stout, you got Arnold Vals. That hasn't changed. But then you got Kudman now there into the P number 3 position. And you got Brian Bianchi back there in 4th. Brandon Feeney still continuing to pick up positions here as it's a battle of nutrition here for some of these drivers. Brandon Feeney, that is, in car number 38. He's picked up 7 spots. He's going to start to the inside again here tonight. Seems like every time we go back racing, he has been to the inside. All drivers are back out onto the raceway as we're 2x2 down the back straightaway. We're going to go green out of turn 4 once again. And, yeah, it's the same two up front, Stout and Vals. Green flag back up here. fantastic restart, just holding on to everything he needs. Stout, and then it's that battle. It doesn't matter who you put in second. There's always the battle for the second position, whether it's Kuhnman and Vals or Vals and Bragg or Arnold or Brian. They're all right there battling each other on these restarts. Somebody's always to the inside of that second place runner. Caution lights are on. Joshua Buckley and Kyle Johnson here for the 6th time here. Uh-oh. Steve, stop reaching for the top. See what happened. Oh, McCormick, did he get help there from the 62? Oh, lost it on his own, and then nowhere for the 62 to go, right into the back of him. And then the big tumble there for the number 70. Well, as we pace around the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here for more racing action here on Thursday night.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Take a look at that perfect timing there as we're back racing here just before the halfway point. Eric Stout with another great start. This time it was Kuhnman to the outside on the restart. See if he can hold on to the second position there. Everybody who's had that second position has pretty much faded back to third. This time, though, Kuhnman will hold that spot. So Alan Kuhnman holding second. Now what does he have there? Can he go get the number 12 of Eric Stout, who has not been challenged here tonight? Look at Rob Higgins. We talked about when do you put the tires on and when do you save them. Well, the number 40 of Rob Higgins came down to lap number 8, put tires on, and he's been able to cut and slice and dice his way through the field. He is now up to running into the 6th spot here tonight. So Rob Higgins not able to get, though, around the outside there of Brandon Feeney. Feeney's been able to pick up those 7 spots and hold strong. There you see Victor Vals, one driver back there running the high lane. It's the high, wide, and handsome Bob Higgins back there. Higgins battling, that is with the number 271 of Aidan Alvecchione. Alvecchione, you can see, has some right front damage. One driver still trying to wheel and deal. That number, that's the 02, that is Kyle Johnson there. Oh, a couple cars getting together towards the back of the field there. I believe that's Dave Bragg, and is that TJ Henson? It is. I think Bragg's right front may have just broken. Looks like it has. It looks like he's going to bring it to pit road. So it looks like Bragg will come to pit road. His night will be done here at Myrtle Beach. Unfortunate for the driver, that was inside the top 3 of the championship standings. TJ Henson having some problems out there onto the raceway also. Josh Buckley has taken it to pit road a little while ago, about 10 laps ago. He has not returned back to the Speedway. Steve McCormick also called it a night about 12 laps ago. You still see the 2 cars that are out front. Call it 3 because they have not left Arnold Valls. It's Stout, Goodman, and Valls still running nose to tail out there. Ooh, into the wall there for the 12 of Stout and the 88 of Goodman. That'll allow the number 51 Arnold Valls to get right back into this one. They'll now take a peek to the inside down the front straightaway. Not good enough. He goes right back top shelf. So those 3 drivers have opened up a little bit of a lead because there's Brian Bianchi. Call it if you will, from your race leader of Stout all the way to Bianchi is 1 second. And then Brandon Feeney just about 2 car lengths back behind. Feeney 2 car lengths behind Bianchi. Everybody working in right now on their own little log run deals. Rolling the bottom side of the Speedway right now, except for Arnold Valls. He keeps getting to the inside there. Out of turn number 4, just can't quite ever make anything happen with it. A caution flag going to fly for the 7th time here on lap number 57, as there's the Jiffy Lube switch tire number 53. So Victor having some issues of his own. We'll take a look back. Let's take a look at it. Victor was running into the 7th position at the time. And yeet, 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 and ouch. Right on board, let's listen. You could tell he knew he was in trouble from the start. So a couple drivers down on pit road here, as that's the 31 of Bragg. He'll get a lap back. He's multiple laps down, though, currently. So Bragg back out onto the raceway. That'll leave just Joshua Buckley still down on pit road, and Steve McCormick has called it a night in the reach for the top 70. Dave Bragg did bring the 31 back to pit road here. You see him rolling down pit road. The car is absolutely beat up. It's mangled, but he's still out here. He's trying to turn laps. Why? Well, because he's still in that championship hunt. We talked about it coming into the night. He was 38 points back from Brian Bianchi. 1 point ahead of Eric Stout. Obviously, with Stout leading this race, that has changed a little here. Bianchi's still the points championship leader as he is running into the 4th position in the Culpeppers Bakery Cafe number 14MA. There you see him as he flashes by the camera. He's running 4th. Should see the 1 to go marker this time. It is Stout, Goodman, Arnold Valls, Brian Bianchi, Brandon Feeney, Rob Higgins, Aidan Alvecchio, Kyle Johnson, TJ Henson. Bob Higgins is out. The top 10 is currently sitting here. We're over the halfway point, home here tonight in the Team 53 100 here from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. Here You're watching the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series here in their third to final race of the season. We got Myrtle Beach, North Wilkesboro next week, and Stafford Motor Speedway to wrap up the season. Field bunched up, ready to go. Green flag back out, hammer down. Great move by Brandon Feeney to get to the bottom here early, and a chance here to improve his position side by side for the race lead at the line. It is still Eric Stout leading the lap. Goodman going to try to get to the bottom here before Arnold Valls gets right back to him. Brian Bianchi hanging on to the outside of the Culpepper's Bakery Cafe as he's going to run it up the track a little bit there. Brandon Feeney sideways trying to get everything he can. These drivers very antsy. The setup maybe, or the track conditions a little twitchy here tonight. That was Victor trying to get to the inside here of a couple of his competitors. To the inside of TJ Henson there, made a pass on him. Now it's a pass on Kyle Johnson. Gotta watch out, Victor. I saw it. He was very close. If he didn't, oh, we're going to stack a couple of them up. Pinball, bumper car. Victor got sideways. TJ Henson got into the back of Kyle Johnson because Johnson got up into the outside wall there. He was trying to gather it up and save it. There was nowhere for TJ Henson to go. They made the contact, but everybody's going to come out A-OK on it. Brandon Feeney's like, man, this race needs to keep going this direction because I picked up 7. Still over 30 laps to go in this one too, so plenty of time to knock some more spots out. Into that point in the run where these drivers are starting to feel comfortable again. Biggest race lead we have seen tonight, about 4 or 5 car lengths down as they pass the flag stand. It's the 2 Flow Racing entries. Eric Stout leading the way. He is third, well, was third coming into the championship standings here tonight. He has bypassed Dave Bragg, with Bragg having some issues here. Bianchi, though, holding serve just back there into the 4th spot, so Brian Bianchi doing what he has to do here, which is just have yourself a solid night, run inside the top 5. Don't do anything crazy. Don't want to mess up your opportunity at a championship here late in the season. There you see the number 14. Victor Valls just got around 8 of Alvecchio. Now Alvecchio was down on pit road, or not Alvecchio, sorry. Alvecchio came down on pit road lap 42. Victor came down just on that last caution, lap number 58. So Victor having the fresher tires of the crew. Could he be the possible driver that played the strategy perfect here? Still got some racing, so we're all going to find out here. Laps are clicking off fast when we got the green lights on around the Speedway. Dave Bragg, for all the Dave Bragg fans, he's still out there. The car, you can hear it just when it goes by here. It sounds like a bunch of plumbers banging on empty pipes. This time by, we should see 25 more rotations around this half-mile speedway. What does Kudman have? Does he have anything for that number 12? 2 teammates practice a lot here on iRacing together for these Thursday night races. So these drivers could possibly know a little more strategy than some of the guys that just kind of hop in here last minute. Stout puts more practice time in here on iRacing than I put in at work. And let me tell you, I work a lot of hours. You can tell how wounded the number 31 of Dave Bragg is because the race leaders are bearing down on him to put him the third lap down. It looks like, yeah, you see, he'll just go straight to the outside. He'll leave the race leaders have the inside lane here. Wants nothing to do with the battle for the race lead, just trying to continue to run laps in case drivers start to drop out. But I can tell you at this point, Dave Bragg, you will not be able to pick up. Well, you can actually. I'm doing the math in my head way backwards. Don't listen to me. I told you I work a lot of hours. Bob Higgins having some problems. He went through the grass like a lawnmower. Last time by out of turn 4. Cut it down sharp left there. Head through the grass. I don't think the GPS told you to do it, though. Uh-oh, Brandon Feeney. Feeney having problems in the 38. He was up to running into the 5th position. So with 20 laps to go, Brandon Feeney brings out the 8th caution flag of the evening. I'm gonna suspect self-yeet out of turn 4 here. Yep, almost like I've seen it. So Brandon Feeney having that self-yeet. That'll put us under the 8th caution flag of the night. Under 20 laps to go here at Myrtle Beach. We'll take another quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
We're back as the iRacing pace car makes the left-hand turn to pit road. That means we're going back racing. It will be 14 laps to go after the 8th caution flag of the evening. Cleaned up here tonight in Team 53 100 from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. Stout has led all the laps here tonight, but he's got Goodman to the outside, and Goodman gets a great launch on the outside. He'll nose ahead down into turn number 1 for the first time here tonight. Could we have a challenge for the race lead? We've seen Goodman use the outside to make some passes here before. to get through the field. Now it's time to put the big boy pants on, pull those boots up, and let's see. Not going to be able to lead that lap. It was still Stout who led the lap at the line. Goodman will just fall back in line. Had a great run. I had an opportunity, I think, to go down the back straightaway there. Oh, a little bit of door banging down into 3. That'll send the number 14 of Brian Bianchi up the speedway. Arnold Valls and Brian Bianchi making a little contact there with Rob Higgins just behind, ready to pounce. Victor Valls is right there. Aiden Alvecchio, TJ Henson, Kyle Johnson. Everybody tucked up underneath each other right now down the back straightaway into 3. Oh, trouble. Trouble on the front straightaway. That was Aiden Alvecchio, and I think he's watching the Chili Bowl on his 4th monitor to the top side. And Joshua Buckley, who just came back out off of pit road, wrapped up in it too. Look, watch Aiden. He gets a little loose there out of turn number 4. Nowhere for Kyle Johnson to go. Bob Higgins and Joshua Buckley, high-speed tangle. Higgins does a 360 kick flip, and he keeps on rolling. Right on board with Granny Hips. Shows you the impact there, and a little love tap there from the Granny Hips. So hey, you know who this helps out? That guy again. Old Dave Bragg gonna get another one of his laps back here. So as Bragg gets a lap back, Stout continues to lead. We'll be under 10 laps to go here. I don't think we're gonna get the one to go here. Nope, we don't. I was right. We're taking at least another lap. I'm thinking it's going to be 2 laps. There's a couple drivers were down on pit road. Bob Higgins was down on pit road. Kyle Johnson was down on pit road. That wasn't Kyle Johnson, I'm being told. That was Aiden Alvecchio. Well, you know, I got some eyesight problems. Just coming up with excuses at this point, race fans. But hey, 9th caution flag of the evening here, and now it's going to set us up for a little bit of short track racing action. That is a sprint to the finish. We'll get the 1 to go, 2 to go. So next time by, we will go back into double file formation here. If you're looking for a well, somebody to help you, somebody to coach you, get you pointed in the right direction here on iRacing, look no further. Team 53 has the setups, has the knowledge, has the coaching experience for you. All you have to do is head on over, talk to the guys over at Team 53, tell them that you, race fans, are looking to try to improve yourself here on the iRacing.com platform, and they will help you. Justin Laxton and the whole crew over at Team 53. Heck of a group of guys out there, always willing to help. They could probably even help old Doug Ungari out there who's tuning in here tonight. He's probably trying to use my flow right now, and it's probably not working for him because, well, yours truly still has it up too. Hey, Doug, I just want to let you know it's qualifier number 3 with 2 laps to go, and CJ Leary is out front. But it'll be 5 laps to go here with Eric Stout out front, with Goodman trying to steal one. And it'll be Arnold Fowles and Brian Bianchi. Green flag back up, 5 to go. Stout that time drifts up the speedway a little bit down at 1 and 2, and that's going to put Goodman up a little higher than he wanted to be. Battle back for second because Goodman will fall back in the line. Will he be able to cross over the number 12? Here comes a crossover attempt with 4 laps to go. Challenge for the race lead into 1. Here comes Goodman for the first time. He's going to have an inside battle here. Not able to do it. Eric Stout will take back the race lead with a power move back around the 88 of Goodman. sideways for Bianchi. Oh, a couple of them are going to come together here. Oh, they're going to pile them up. So Bianchi got sideways off the corner. Victor Valls, Arnold Valls going for a ride. 10th caution flag this evening. This is what happened. See, Bianchi got sideways, got into the number 51. Arnold turned around and found the 53 of Victor Valls. Right on board here with Arnold. Arnold thought he was all right. Oh, where did that contact come from? And it just upset the car. So Thursday night short track racing now gonna have a little bit of overtime. We have 3 green, white, checker attempts. That's how it works here on Thursday night. We take the green, that counts as 1. So green, white, checkered, attempt number 1 will be coming at us. Lights still on the pace car. We'll go around at least another 2 more times. Been a battle of nutrition here, like we said a little bit earlier on. Steve McCormick has called it an evening back on lap number 40. Joshua Buckley spent about 15 minutes or so down on pit road. He was able to get back out there and unfortunately caught a little piece of that one incident there just a couple yellows ago. Bob Higgins is down on pit road multiple times. He's been down there this time, actually, just around 3 minutes, going on 3 minutes now for the number 30 of Bob Higgins. Some substantial damage on car number 30. Lights are still on that iRacing pace car. I'm not sure if they know how to turn them off or if they're broken or what's going on. Because the field is lined up. Nobody is, Bob Higgins is not going to be coming back out onto the pit road, or back off of pit road onto the racetrack, it looks like. So we're lined up, we're ready to go. Should see it this time. If we don't, I'm definitely telling you, the lights on the iRacing.com pace car are broken, and he's going to have to head to the Checkered Flag Auto Supply to get the parts that he needs to fix that car. Hey, look, they do work. They went out. All right. Green, white checker attempt number 1. Who do you got? Do you have Stout? Do you have Goodman? Maybe Feeney back there. Feeney now is back to running in that 4th position. He went for a spin earlier, and now he's back. Stout going to bring us down nice and slow here on this restart and see where he fires off. There he goes. Now he goes good. He'll actually get the jump on Goodman there. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to try and see if he can get the jump and get rolling, run away. Goodman holds strong on the quarter panel there at the number 12, but that's not what they want as the caution lights are back on. We're wrecking for 30th. Joshua Buckley has gone around, I believe, and Kyle Johnson. Johnson's had a heck of a night in the 0-2 entry. There's not a straight quarter panel left on the 0-2 for Kyle Johnson. Look here, Johnson, I think he got down onto the curbing. Joshua Buckley, nowhere to go. Oh, yeah, you saw Johnson get down on those turtles. We talked about the turtles early on. You don't want to go there. He went down onto the turtles, and Valls was right behind him on the loud pedal, trying to hammer down the back straightaway. Josh was probably thinking, what do I got to do to stay away from the cars here tonight? Just call him the Pinball Wizard. So Stout has led everything here. Kuhnman's been restarting to the outside of him for a little while now. 2 team cars, but these drivers maybe trying to play games with each other at this point. So it'll be Stout and Kuhnman restarting here alongside each other with Higgins and Feeney, Bianchi, Henson, Vals, Johnson, Alvecchio. Lights broken on the pace car again here, so we're making another 4 laps before we go back racing. Does anybody have anything for Eric Stout? His restarts have been perfect here. Can he do it at least one more time? It's still only Bob Higgins that is down on pit road. Everybody else still out there, except for the Steve McCormick entry, but he has retired here quite a while ago. Back on lap number 40 for Steve McCormick when he pulled it behind the wall. So we're ready to give it one more dance. We have 2 more green-white checker attempts after, well, it'll be 1 more after this if we were to need it here tonight after the 11th caution flag of the evening. Stout gonna bring us down. Green flag back up. Here we run on the turn 1. Couldn't been able to hold to the outside this time out of turn 4. We will see the white flag brought to us by Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe. There's a couple of them going through the grass, couple of them into the outside wall. We're staying locked here for the race lead. Is O'Feeney going to get turned, I believe, by Bianchi that time off turn 2. But it'll be the final trip through 3 and 4, and it will be Eric Stout coming back and dominating here tonight. It'll be Stout with Kuhnman, along with Rob Higgins, rounding out the top 3. TJ Henson in 4th. Arnold Valls back in 5th. Kyle Johnson in 6th. Then it's going to be Aiden Alvecchione in 7th. A little bit of fun there between Kuhnman and Stout after that one. Feeney to the 8th spot, Bianchi to 9th, and Victor Valls falling to the 10th position here late in this one. So Stout's your winner after 100 laps here tonight in the Team 53 100 from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. Take a quick break, and we'll be back here to talk to those top 3 finishers right after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway here tonight after a little bit of overtime needed in the Team 53 100 from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series presented by Red Light Racing here on Thursday night. So the overtime is done. Well, some of the pieces are still laying out there onto the track, so we're going to have to figure out who they all belong to by the end of the night so they can go home with who they belong with. So what do you say we just head down trackside here and see if all these drivers still have all their parts to their, well, we're calling them street stocks at this point here tonight. So what do you say we head down there and talk to your winner after 100 laps, Eric Stout. Stout, you were able to keep the number 12 out front. I can see all the quarter panels and fenders are on this one here, but what a crazy one here tonight for all of you.
Yeah, I mean, probably the toughest combo that we've run all season. High horsepower car on low grip track. So I wasn't necessarily surprised that there was, some cautions, but obviously this is a little excessive. 11 is way too many. But just try to stay focused, nail the restarts, and hold off that 88 car who was all over me there at the end.
Yeah, a lot of restart practice here tonight. Now, how are the restarts going for you? It looked like there for a while it was you getting the jump on everybody, and then all of a sudden that 88 found its way to the front of the field and gave you a little bit of problem there.
Yeah, he must have figured out the timing of where it was going green, because the restart zone was really late on the track for some reason. There's a line out there, and we were 100 feet past it, so I don't know what was going on, but he definitely had it figured out. But track position, as it tends to be, is the dynamic advantage here. Maybe a little payback for Thompson when he had me pinned to the inside all night, and he got the W. So I got it tonight. But great run to Allen, and great run to Rob. Glad to see him up here playing with the big boys for a change.
So now this, with just 2 races left in the season, you were at a deficit of 39 points coming into the evening. You're going to rally back because Brian Bianchi having some problems late in this one on the final closing lap. So 2 races left here. What are we going to have to do to either pull off some wins or at least string together some finishes to take that point championship back?
Well, I got to finish the race. That's probably job number 1. But it's probably a long shot at this point. I think the fat lady's probably warned me her voice. But my goal is just to come out and try to keep it up front, see if we can't win, and just see where it all shakes out with Brian. The last couple of weeks, obviously leading a ton of laps and then not having strong finishes at pretty critical moments of this season. That might have done me in, but there's a handful of other moments that I could point to prior to that as well that really hurt me. And Brian's had a strong season. He's been able to bounce back when he's had some adversity and hold on for strong finishes. So just with that sort of out of mind, I know that a few seasons ago Dalton won 8 races. I think this is my 6th on the season. So I'm kind of just, even for my own bragging rights or pride or whatever you want to call it, trying to tie those 8 wins. Got a good combo next week. I think it'll be a lot of fun at North Wilkesboro, and then obviously one of my favorites, the Two Armada at Stafford, to finish it up. And so just hoping to finish strong and have the opportunity to race it out and not end up on the old double hook.
Well, we don't want to see that. You didn't end up on the hook here tonight, so that means you're in victory lane. So what do you say we roll that red carpet out, and, who's back home? Who makes it possible to go around the track here so fast?
So actually a pretty awesome week. My mom is here visiting, so I'm going to jump off with you and go have a beer with her and my wife, and and enjoy the rest of our evening. But yeah, so shout out to them for watching. I know my dad tuned in. Shout out to my brother Patrick, who's on the pit box with me tonight. Was a big help. I also know that Team 53 sponsored the race this week, and I want to just give Justin some accolades here. He's been, I think, a great addition to the series and to the league with the addition of the fixed setups. I know tonight was a little tricky for some folks, but I think the guys that are up here didn't really have too many issues with it. But he's been a great benefit, and I've noticed that since we started doing the setups and doing the tutorial videos that he provides with them, there's a few guys that have definitely improved. So glad to see that. That's what we want. We want to make it a good racing environment for everyone, and give sort of an opportunity for folks to get better. So thanks to them, and as always, thanks to you for putting on a great show, having some particular patience tonight, and also letting me be a little long-winded here. And thanks to the Checkered Flag Auto Supply for keeping the lights on.
Well, good thing I set my alarm here. It just woke me up. I believe Eric Stout's been done for maybe just a couple of seconds with his interview, but hey, congratulations all in all due here for Eric Stout. He put on one heck of a show here. Finishing second, though, well, put on a show of his own. Had to pick up a couple spots here to rally into that second position. Alan Goodman. Alan, a great run for you in the 88 here. You put up a fight, but ultimately you're going to come home P number 2.
Yeah, it was more than what I expected during practice. Practice, I wasn't really confident at all. Wasn't feeling it, but I think we started 4th or 5th, or started 4th, fell back to 5th, and missed a couple of wrecks in front of us and beside us and all around us, and made our way up to 2nd, and that's where we finished.
Did you have anything you think there late in this one? A lot of caution flags kind of slowed the pace of this race, of the long run pace anyway. Did you have anything on the short run? Do you think if you had another caution flag late here, you could have thrown another attempt for the race win?
Maybe another restart, but as far as a short/long run, no, absolutely not. I think we had like a 15 or so lap run there, and Eric was just so much better than me in 3 and 4. He could rotate the center and just get off of turn 4 so much better than I could. I think we were pretty equal through 1 and 2, but that's where he was really beating me, was through 3 and 4.
So tonight here, one of the larger tracks that we go to another one next week at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Do you think you're going to have anything unloaded out of the box ready to go for that?
I think so. I usually run pretty well there. I've always loved that track ever since it's been released on the service. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week here, Alan. But before we let you go, who's back home making all the, making this whole thing work?
I'm still trying to learn all the sponsors for the league, but so I apologize for not naming them correctly. But everybody who helps put it on, you for broadcasting it every week. I always go back either Thursday night or Friday and rewatch the races, and I enjoy it. I know tonight was a little sad, I guess, for lack of a better term, as far as all the cautions, but I still enjoy myself like I do every week.
There you have it. Alan Goodman, race fans. He'll finish into the second position here tonight after a little bit of overtime. And the driver that finishes into P number 3. How about it, Rob Higgins? Rob, it's been a while since we got to talk to you. You still got that cowboy hat?
I do.
Well, that's a good thing. We hope you have it sitting next to you, and I hope you're going to put it on after this one and pop the top of one of those bush lights. But, hey, an eventful night for you. You qualified pretty well. You started into the 6th spot. But unfortunately, you had to drop to the back there. Tell us what happened.
I spun myself. And I was like, I knew it was in a bad spot, so I just locked it down. And yeah, started back in 14th and ended up climbing our way up to 3rd.
How hard was it, though, to go to the back of the field? We saw a lot of drivers, including yourself, go for spins here tonight. Was it the car, was it the track, or was it the driver themselves?
I mean, this car is always hard to drive, and then I didn't get much practice in. I don't think I made a full lap in practice for probably 20 minutes, and I was like, oh boy, this is going to be fun. And, well, we strung together quite a few and made it work, so I'll take it.
Now, you pitted back on lap number 8 after you had spun the car out. Did you put tires on lap number 8?
I did not, and I figured, and then I saw lap 57, we had a caution. I said, ooh, be a perfect time to get tires, and nobody in front of me did. And I said, yeah, you know what, I'll stay out too.
So you stayed out all night long on the tires that you took the slide, the spin on, and you were still able to work your way through the field. How hard was it to work your way through this field here tonight?
I mean, we got a packed field of good drivers, so it's just, find a hole and hope you can fill it.
Do you think the yellow flags here may have helped you climb back through the field, as in they didn't get to run away from you and you kept getting to be bunched back up and you were able to pounce on those restarts?
Oh, yeah, I definitely think so. The outside could hold a little bit for a couple laps, and I was hoping I seemed to always get started on the outside and just try to find an opening and drop down low. So it was working out for me for a little bit. It's fun running with Feeney there. At the end, we were both going to go three or four wide for the win. Gonna try to make it.
It's always good to be running with Feeney out there. It always makes it definitely exciting when you put you and him next to each other.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know if the Canadian flavor's coming out or the that Massachusetts flavor's coming out in you. You just never know what we're going to get. So, good running here tonight for you, Rob. Before we let you go, who do you got to thank? We know there's some people on the side of this that are very near and dear to you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I want to thank, you in Turn 3 for broadcasting. Josh, Eric, for being an admin in this league. Checkered Flag Auto Supply for sponsoring Team 53. I got Bush Light on the car, of course. Checkered Flag Auto Supply, Higgins Hill Farm fresh eggs, $4 a dozen. And that's it. And it was a good race. I was hoping to go a little less cautions, but I had fun.
He had fun, and he has fresh eggs for you race fans. It's the Cowboy, Rob Higgins, here tonight. He had to wheel it in just a little bit there, and he'll finish into that number 3 spot. So after a little bit of cautions here tonight, we finished this one off here tonight in Team 53 100 from the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. A little bit of nutrition got us to the end of this one, but next week we get to do it all again. It's a fresh start. It's a fresh car. The GK Properties 100 there at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're getting out those limited lates. We'll see what they run like. But until we see you next time, race fans, I'm Roger. We've with the Turn 3 Racing Network. And until we see you next time, we hope you all stay safe.